Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Ninja Coffee Bar glass carafe system. This is the model that only comes with the glass carafe. I paid around $100 for it at Costco, which is a great price. The other systems can be quite a bit more expensive, and they really don't have any additional capabilities. They actually just come with some extra carafes, like a thermal carafe and a iced coffee carafe, which that's not worth about another $100 or so to me, because those models cost up into the 200s. This model does, however, have a frother, which some of the lower end models of the Ninja Coffee Bar do not have, which is important to me. And this particular model has different types of brew styles. You can brew anything from a 1 cup to a full pot, which is important. It's a lot cheaper than buying a Keurig machine, and plus with a Keurig machine you're limited to just 1 cup all the time. So here you can just brew that 1 cup. What's also nice, as you can see over here on the side of the box, there's different brew styles. You can do classic brew, more of a rich brew. They got the Cafe Forte brew, which is similar to an espresso. It's not as strong as an espresso, but it approaches that, and it allows you to make a lot more of the fancier coffee drinks. So let me get this box opened and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so here's the coffee maker unboxed. I got it set up here, I got it plugged in, and I have the reservoir filled. What's nice is it has this reservoir. It shows you the minimum fill lines for the different types of drinks that you're planning to make, to see if you have enough water in the reservoir. The other thing is this reservoir fits very easily inside a refrigerator's water dispenser, which is handy because that way you can get your filtered water into your coffee maker. A lot of times coffee pots and things just don't fit in there quite right. So this fit in there easily, and I was able to fill that with the filtered water from my refrigerator. So as you can see, here's the glass carafe. Underneath it there's a warming plate. Right here is the button that you can use to turn that warming plate on if you need to use it. Oftentimes I won't need to use it because I'll be brewing right into a travel mug or just a coffee cup. You can set up delay brews, which you can program the time and when you want it to start brewing, which this thing brews relatively quick, so I probably won't even use a delay brew. There's the adjustment knob here. I can get it in focus. It's an adjustment knob there showing you the different types of cups, basically the capacity of each of those, so you can select how much you want to brew. There's a classic brew button, a rich brew button, and an over ice brew button. The classic brew is going to be just basically your normal brew. The rich brew, it brews a little bit stronger, so you end up with a little less capacity in your coffee cup or your coffee pot. And then over ice brew, I don't know exactly what that does for sure, but I do know that if you're making an iced brew and you put your cup in there, that's the selection you're going to want to use. Then down below that are the specialty button, where it brews only 4 ounces. That's where it's going to brew something similar to an espresso. And then a Cafe Forte is also a stronger cup of coffee. It's just not going to be quite as strong as the specialty brew. So up here, to change the filters, you just pull this out, and there's a note inside if you use paper filters. It comes with a reusable gold filter. I'm not a huge fan of these just because I always end up with a little bit of grit down at the bottom of my cup, so I probably will not be using this. But you just use a standard cone filters, just fit down in here. So that's what I'll be using. So let me get some other things set up here so I can show you kind of the different coffee cups that you can use it with. Okay, so I'm back here with some coffee cups. My personal favorite is using my Yeti cup. That's what I drink every day. I drink 1 cup of this. So basically what you would do is you would hit the power switch down here, and what it's going to do is it's going to light up which type of container you're going to be brewing into. Right now it's selected on full, which is not what I want. What I'll use for this size is the travel size. Then, as you can see down here, the drip stop is on, and it's preheating because those 2 lights are lit. Well, the drip stop is this switch right here that allows you to take, it'll stop brewing and allow you to take a sip or pour it into take some and pour it into a cup, and then you can resume brewing. I don't typically use that. I just wait for my coffee to be finished. So we're going to turn the drip stop off, and it still says it's preheating, but we can go ahead and just start brewing right away. There's nothing that prevents that, and you end up with the same coffee as if you waited for it to finish preheating. So I'm not sure why it's so important that they let us know it's preheating. So I have the size selected, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the classic brew button. At that point, the classic brew button lights up, and the coffee maker will start brewing. So it tends to brew. I'm not actually brewing coffee right now, I'm just running the water through it. But it just brews little by little, and then it continues to heat the water, and it'll brew some more. And when it's all done, it'll indicate with, I think it's 5 beeps, telling you that your coffee is done. And I found that brewing a cup of this size takes about 3 minutes. So again, that's why I don't really use the delay brew, because it's 3 minutes. I don't have to program it ahead of time and for something that brews so quickly. While that's brewing, something else I can show you is the frother. So that just flips out like that, and you can stick your cup of warm milk up underneath there. You just basically be sticking it in here, and you would push this button up here, and that just runs the frother. And what's nice about that is when you're done frothing, you just twist this off, comes off real nice, you can wash it. So it's really simple to clean. When you're done, put it back on there and stow it away. It also comes with this measuring cup, so it shows you on here how much of what scoop you need depending on what you're making. So that's a handy guide without having to always look it up if you're going to be making different types of things. So that just stows away right there. So this coffee should be done brewing shortly, and we'll look at some additional things in just a moment. Another nice thing about this Ninja coffee maker is it comes with a recipe book, a rather substantial recipe book. It has different recipes for cocktails, iced, what else? Iced coffee drinks, cafe forte drinks, specialty drinks. I mean, it comes with pretty much any recipe you could ever imagine, and you can make all of these with this coffee maker. So that's another really nice addition to this coffee maker. So it looks like it's just about done brewing. I don't see any coffee coming through anymore, so I would imagine it's going to beep here in just a few seconds. Just in the meantime, some other features is there's a clean feature. The machine will let you know when it needs a cleaning. So it'll light up and it'll warn you, hey, you need to do a cleaning. So then you run a cleaning cycle. Let's see some other things. There's a flip down stand for when you're using a smaller coffee cup. So I'll show you how that works in just a moment. As soon as this beeps. When it does beep, oh, there's the beep. Yes, so 5 beeps, and then the light goes out on whatever brew selection you made. So if you weren't around to hear the beeps, when you come back, if the light's out, you know that your brew is done. So let's take this out of there. And if you were to just brew a smaller cup of coffee, you just can flip this down and put your coffee cup under there. That way you don't get as much splatter, you know, have to drop all the way down. So it's just a little shelf or something for a smaller cup. So more about the Reservoir. You just flip this up, you can see, so you can just pour water right into there if you want to, or you can over here there's kind of like a hand grip. You can just grip that and lift it up and take it off, and then you can open it and fill it in, like I said earlier, in your refrigerator dispenser or in your just your faucet. So if you buy distilled water or water like that, you can just simply open this and fill it if that's what you choose. Another thing that's really nice is when you open this up, it automatically activates the drip stop on this filter holder. So I like to empty my coffee filters out right away. I don't like them to sit in there till the next day. So the reason that's nice is there's always a little bit of liquid in there that kind of wants to drip out as you're making your way to the trash can. So by opening that up, it automatically closes the valve at the bottom of this, so you don't get any coffee dripping as you go over to your trash can, dump it out, dump out the old filter, and then walk back. So that's really handy. And you just drop that back into there and close it, and then the drip stop is no longer active. That's just like a temporary drip stop. It's a little different than this switch right here. Just basically open it and that valve closes at the bottom of the filter holder. So I think that's about all that I have for right now. What I'm going to do is down in the description of the video, I'm going to list out how long it takes to brew each one of the different selections for your reference. That way, if you know how quick, if you're comparing coffee makers, if it's important to you that it brews a certain time, how quickly it brews or how quickly it brews a cup, you at least know what the brew time is for each of the different selections. So you can look at that down below. And other than that, that's the review. I highly recommend this model. I enjoyed a lot. Until next time, thanks for watching.